So what happens is, if you're not in constant contact with the faculty, by the time it gets to the midterm or to the final, it's far too late for me to even help you.
Yes.
And so you have to stress this at an early age, that there has to be constant contact with faculty all the time. And as a student told me, if you're trifling, then tell your professor that you're trifling. And the professor will work with you. I'd much rather know that you're trifling in the beginning. At week 8, and be like, what is all this? You see what I'm saying? Because I may work with you if you tell me your shortcomings, so to speak. But otherwise, I'm just, I got too much other stuff to do, right? Yeah. Someone else also said letters of recommendation. This becomes very important as well, because either during school when you're applying for internships, or after school when you're applying for grad school or for jobs, you're going to need letters of recommendation.
That's right.
And as me as new faculty here, I probably have already written 30 letters of recommendation for a student set up. So 41.6% of counselors said that they experience students who are anxious. Now, why do you think students are anxious?
Oh, no. Peer pressure.
Peer pressure, not ready. Stuff going at home.
Focus on things they shouldn't be.
Very overwhelmed. Don't have your parents taking care of you. All right, so let's break these down. Why would someone be completely overwhelmed at college?
Work. Lessons. They can have lack of organizational skills, preparation.
So, all of these things led me to think, right? This can't just happen within like a 3-month time period. These are signs and symptoms that are happening before they even leave home. And this is something that has to be nipped in the bud early on. Because once your child goes to college, it's just going to become exacerbated by like 20 times, right? So everything that everybody just mentioned, overwhelmed, not prepared, the whole 1, 2, 3 are happening right now. So we have to develop strategies to counter that. Because otherwise, when students go away, they're not going to have any tools to be able to understand how to deal with what's going to be countered. Is that students, in addition to being afraid to talk with faculty, are extremely reluctant to say, I'm wrong. And what I mean by that, in terms of saying I'm wrong, is that they take criticism as something being an attack upon them as a person. And that's not what faculty do. When you're at school, the criticism is meant to make your work stronger. The work upon you as a person, that's a whole different area, a whole different realm. But what we have to do is to begin to instill in our children that there's a separation between you as a person and you doing your work. Because what happens is, when I provide feedback, I see this about 5 times out of 10. The eyes will begin to glaze over and students just shut